I'm going to show you the absolute easiest way to get started in e-commerce, and I'm actually going to walk you through almost exactly what I did when I was in college to get my start in e-commerce and build my first e-commerce brand. But I'm going to twist it now, having the knowledge that I have from building e-commerce brands from 0 to 6 figures to 7 figures and even an 8-figure brand. And I'm going to kind of guide you through the mistakes that I made in the past. That way you can easily get started within just a few days from watching this video. So let's jump over to my computer here. I'm going to walk you through a few examples, a few applications. That way you can just immediately get started and jump right into it. All right, this very first thing that we need, and I want to walk you through this and kind of like just think about it this way. We need to build like the infrastructure of everything, and then we need to, as if we're building a building, and then we need to put stuff in the building, then we need to make the building look pretty, and then we need to go to market. We need to sell the thing that we built. Okay, so let's start here. Shopify. It's obvious. This is the easiest way to get started in e-commerce. Don't fiddle with Magento or WooCommerce or anything like that. Shopify is here to make it easy. Now, there's more complicated applications out there that I can walk you through. If you're feeling like I'm more advanced, I can really get things going. Check out Checkout Champ, which is, I think they're about $300 a month plus 1% of your revenue. This is going to be more advanced. So if you're really like, hey, I want to go into this thing, check out Checkout Champ. They're built for sales, where Shopify is like, hey, let's get an easy start through the door. If you want to look at the back end of Shopify, this is one of my stores, karmaspeed.com. If you want to check that out, it's really just drop shipping automotive parts, and we're about to make a big switch, depending on when you're watching this video, to really bring in branding. That way we can scale it. We've hit about the max of our scale with what we have at the moment, but we're about to make some big changes. But this is kind of what the back end looks like, right? You got your dashboard. Here's where you can manage all the different orders. You got back here, you got all your products, things of that nature. It's probably going to take a second to load because I'm screen recording. You've got analytics, you got finance, you got your customer data, all that good stuff. You even got some marketing tools that Shopify provides you out of the gates. We don't use Shopify's email at the moment. We use an application called Klaviyo. Definitely better when it comes to any kind of communications, but you can track all of your Google search campaigns, meta ads, etc. And then even down here, back into the settings of things, you can check things out and, organize your plan, set up your store. There's a whole bunch of different stuff that you can do with Shopify, but the point is they make it very, very simple. And when you create a brand new Shopify account, they're going to walk you through step by step of everything. I know probably looking at my screen here, it's a little bit overwhelming. There's like, whoa, there's a lot going on here. It's totally okay. Don't be discouraged. When you set up a Shopify account, I think it's about $40 a month. They'll walk you through step by step the essentials of what to get set up. All you want to do is make sure you got your back end of your store set up and you are ready to start collecting payments. So get started, jump on Shopify and get that kind of infrastructure set up. The second thing we want to do, now I want to speak specifically to supplements. When I first got my start in e-commerce, I started with apparel. That's what I knew. That's what I was interested in. Nowadays, time of recording this, October 6, 2024, it's a little late to get started in that apparel game. If you got a passion for it, do it. You'll figure it out because you got a passion for it. But if you're just looking to get a good start in e-commerce right now, I want to suggest the market of supplements or beauty, and a great application for that, especially if you don't have the capital to go manufacture your own product with your own custom ingredients and everything like that. Check out Suppliful. They'll hook up right to your Shopify store, and they're kind of like in the t-shirt world, like print on demand. So when somebody orders, they'll print everything out and ship it to the customer. Same thing going on here, right? So they got a bunch of products, pre-made products, and it's really just slapping your label on the thing and getting it out the door. What we're doing here is, like, since we don't have the capital to go build our own product and build our own thing, we're kind of just proving our concept, right? We're getting our foot through the door in e-commerce. Like, we might have a different opinion on this 100% whey protein isolate that's right here. And, we might want to change some of the ingredients, right? Like, I might not want to have natural flavors in mine or something along those lines, but I can worry about that later. The first things first is that we just want to go to market. We want to prove that we can actually have success in e-commerce. And so this is the best way to get started. Set it up with Suppliful and start taking the products that they have here and think outside of the box. I want to show you something real quick. It's okay if you totally try and steal my idea. That's fine. We'll become competitors if we can ever get it to market. But I'll just show you what we made as a new business idea, kind of like a kind of an incubator. We wanted to use it for a lot of our content and this channel to kind of show like what it's like to get started. And we went a different route in the beginning and made it a little bit more complicated than necessary. That's why it hasn't made its way on this channel. But I'll speak to it just in a second. So go through this catalog here. They've got more products outside of just supplements. Like right here, you can see like soap. They've got beauty products, things of that nature, and other different kinds of things. But another option, if you really wanted to go into like apparel or something like that, is Printful.com. Check them out. They're going to have more than just t-shirts. They're going to have hats. They're going to have bags, pillows, all the different kinds of things. That way you can like put your designs on them and start selling. And these are all applications that connect right to Shopify. So if you remember here, for example, on our Karma Speed store, as soon as an order comes in, I think we actually, I thought we just had one. Somebody that placed an order, I don't want to show that person's address information. As soon as they place an order, it automatically gets fulfilled right to the fulfillment center. So let's jump back. Which tab was I on? Over here. So you got Printful, you got Suppliful. I'd strongly suggest if you're getting started in e-commerce, you're not too sure what you want to sell, start with something on Printful or Suppliful. That way you don't have this huge expense for trying to manufacture your own product, okay? Now, one of the things that I want to point out is when you have your Shopify store, when you have your product on Suppliful, is don't go build out this giant, crazy Shopify store with about pages and all this kind of stuff. Just start with one page, one landing page, one offer, and just prove that you can sell the thing. So this is a brand that we started in-house it's kind of like an incubator project that we were working on called High Octane. The whole concept of it was going after the motorsport industry, like motorsport athletes, and providing them with supplements that caters to what they're setting out to do, right? Same way that somebody in like the gym niche, they want whey protein so they can lift more weight and recover and all that kind of stuff. The same thing goes for motorsports, right? You're in a car, in a vehicle for 2, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5, 24 hours if you're doing, Le Mans or something like that. You need to stay sharp. You need energy. So that's what our concept was around, right? So we created high octane fuel for motorsport athletes. And we started going after energy drinks and all this kind of stuff. We created a really clean product. We actually got some good samples for the product, but topic for another day, another video, is that manufacturing is a headache. That's why I'm saying go with Suppliful if you want to do supplements. Don't worry about manufacturing right now. Trying to manufacture this product has been the biggest headache with minimum order quantities and all that kind of stuff. But the point being is that we built a landing page. Notice all these buttons up here. I'm staying on one page. I'm going to one area. There's me with a testimonial, and I'm just driving them to an offer. And that offer is right now it's get early access. But when we launch the thing, it's going to be buy 6, grab a subscription, buy 3, buy 1, save this amount off. And we just want to prove that we can actually sell the product. I don't have a crazy Shopify store going around here. The only thing you can actually do on this page is click and get early access, or when it's finally launched, once we figure out the manufacturing, is click and then be able to purchase the offer that we're selling. And honestly, this might change. It might not be this product anymore. I might take my own advice to you and go use something off of Suppliful just so we can get it live. Might make some good content too. So anyways, when you build the Shopify store, you select the product, focus on building a landing page, an amazing offer, rather than trying to build out an entire store. Get some sales first, get some sales through the door, and make sure you can actually have a business before you start building out all these extra things. Make sure you can actually sell. Now, a way to accomplish this is the key part. This was all custom coded. So I don't expect anybody watching this video to go out and custom code their own page. If you want the guy that created this, he's actually a pretty well-known guy. Sorry, not well-known, but if you know, you use this guy to build kind of supplement landing pages. Hit me up in the comments. I can share his details. He's kind of flies under the radar, but he's built a lot of big supplement brand landing pages that you've probably heard of. But hit me up in the comments. I'm more happy to share his information with you. But in order to get started, I strongly suggest grabbing a page builder. This is a Shopify app called Zipify Pages. They make it just easy for you. Like, you don't need to have any coding knowledge or anything like that. It's just download the app and start plugging things in. And what I would suggest is take this one for example. Actually, don't take this one for example because it's untested. It doesn't have a lot of traffic running to it. But go to something like, go to Facebook, ads library right here, and then type in a supplement brand, or a brand that you're trying to model after. Let's go to, let's type in AG1. Let's see if that pops up, if that's there. It might have to be athletic greens. Let's see if that pops up. There they are. Go to their ad library and see where they're running ads to. Now, a bigger brand like this, they've transitioned. They're not highly focused on sales. They're highly focused on branding. So just know that when you click on some of these brands, they might land you on a product page that isn't what you want to build. You want to build a landing page that clearly maps things out. So landing on this page here, like this is solid. This is solid. Like, see, it's singular focused. I can't click around. It's only get offer, get welcome kit. They've got a bunch of information on this page, testimonials. Speaking of, motorsports, there's Lewis Hamilton, price breakdown. Like, this is actually a solid page. Like, this is one I'd replicate. I would take this page, I'd put it up in this tab right here, and I'd be going back and forth, and I would just be copying everything over one by one. I'd be copying the images. I'd be hitting, right-clicking save image as and move it over. Now, when I do that, I don't want to launch like that. I want to find different images, different things. I just want to get it as close as possible. That way I can reiterate and add my own kind of messaging and stuff in there and get that page live and then start running traffic to it. Then the very next thing that I need to do is the thing that most people struggle with, is running traffic. There's multiple ways that you can do this, and I don't need to go too far into this in this video. This is all just about getting started in e-commerce. The easiest way is to set up a very simple business manager account with Facebook, start running some ads. You can find somebody on Fiverr, find somebody on Upwork to run these ads for you, do the creative, all this kind of stuff. Another easy way is find a YouTube creator. This brand that I was showing you here, Karma Speed, it's all around sorry, let me go back here. A YouTube creator named Cameron. So if we go to YouTube here, let's type in his name. This is his channel, 364,000 subscribers. He loves doing content on cars. And so we just direct all that traffic to the Shopify store. And so on this store, it's like I come in and help with the e-commerce and doing all this kind of stuff. Cameron does his thing and creates amazing content and drives the traffic to the store, and it's perfect. It's a perfect relationship because I've got the e-commerce and marketing knowledge and he's doing his thing and creating amazing content that attracts eyeballs. So don't be afraid to partner with somebody out there that has a traffic source in order to get things off the ground. You can always add more elements later, like Facebook ads, things of that nature, especially if you don't want to spend a lot of money on advertising. This is the easiest way to get started. Shopify store, finding a product, just build a landing page. Don't worry about an entire storefront just yet. Using something like Zipify Pages to easily build that landing page, and then go to market, open up a Facebook Meta or a Meta Business Manager account. That way you can start running ads, or partner with somebody that has a following, has eyeballs that they can drive traffic to the store too. So that's the easiest way to get started. That's what I would recommend if I was just starting today, and maybe there's more videos on the future for us launching this brand. Maybe when we get some time to take a better look at this in the future and kind of make it more attainable without it being a totally customized HTML page. So anyways, do those steps to get started. That's the easiest way to get started in e-commerce.